yo, that's wrong, right? I got it very close. Now you can check my makeup.
Guys, it's just for the play.
Yeah, it's
He doesn't look like this in real life. It's
I
for
lost fight. This is what happens.
Yeah, but yeah, for me in faith, like I always used to struggle with, believing in something that you can't see, believing in something that you can't feel.
How's it? I'm Declan. I look forward to speaking with you about faith.
Sorry, now it's recording. Oh, my phone jammed.
Hi, Intaku. Hi, I'm Kaden Fredericks. You can find me at the boy Kaden on Insta. Let's get it.
What's up, guys? We're going to be speaking about faith. Okay, so here we have Kaden, and then we have Declan. Okay, we just came from practicing for the Christmas carols, which is happening tomorrow, and we did horse rolls and
$100.
I love horse rolls. 100 bucks. So faith, guys. So just to start it off, the amazing thing about faith is how God did everywhere in the Bible. God did not move when people did good works. When they like, he only moved when people had faith. He said, I healed you because of your faith. When the Israelites were running away from Pharaoh and his armies, when they got to the Red Sea, God opened the sea because of their faith. They had to stand there and stand still, and their faith is what made God move. And that's why we want to speak about faith, because in everything, it's not your works, it's not your money, it's not what you do, it's not how old you are, it's all about faith. So, any thoughts you guys have?
Okay, so my perspective about faith, it makes it like, for me, it's really so powerful for us to believe in a higher power, in terms of like, we serve a God that we can't physically see with our eyes, we can't physically touch Him with our hands, and it really took me a lot to believe in, because obviously I was brought up Christian, but I really thought a lot about how can I actually believe in something that I can't see. I actually had to pray about it for a sign, and that's why he told me that we do feel Him in our hearts, and that's where the first time I actually felt Him in my heart. That was a complete flip for me, because that was when I came to the realization that the love and the peace I felt wasn't natural, it wasn't from this world, and it all came down to faith. If I firmly believed that there wasn't, that there wasn't a God, and even when I asked Him, I couldn't believe that I could have experienced that, it wouldn't have happened. So with that, of me asking Him to show me, I had to believe for it to happen. I had to, even if it was, it says in the Bible, as small as a mustard seed, I had to believe just a little for God to be able to work through me, because without faith, He can't do nothing, Yeah.
Alright. For me, faith is it's life changing. I only found my faith recently, and it does change a lot. And like you were saying, it's hard to explain to someone with no faith, but if you have faith and get to know God, you do see His works and His miracles in your life. But otherwise, it's pretty much elaborated what I would have said.
Yeah, and it's kind of like, everyone can always say, oh, I don't believe in the Bible and what you're saying, but no one can take away your testimony. And I think that plays a huge role. What God has done in your life can give you the faith to testify to others, And that's why a testimony is so powerful, because you can't tell me about my experience. You can't tell me how God didn't heal me. You can't tell me how God didn't provide for me when there was no way.
And if you do have faith the size of a mustard seed, and you're obedient to His word, you will hear God's voice, and He will reveal to you what to do, and He's going to help you each step of the way. He's always there in good, bad. Yeah.
Guys, you must always remember that. You must always remember that, you know, we serve such a powerful God. Despite us, we serve a powerful God. But for Him to be powerful for us, He needs, He needs the belief from us to be able to work the miracle that He works. You know, always when I read, when I read the New Testament about all the miracles that God has created, all His miracles He performed through faith. There was a woman that was unclean and she believed that just by touching God's cloth she will get clean, and by her faith she was healed. And that is through faith. And even the people that came up to Jesus and wanted to be healed, they believed that He could do it. That's why He did it. But the people that didn't believe, when Simon was in the ocean with Jesus, for a moment of doubt, he didn't have faith, he didn't have trust in Jesus, and he fell into the ocean, and God saved him. But that's where it comes down to faith. He works through that belief, through that expectation of high positive.
Yeah.
Faith. The word faith. Faith is the substance of things, so the evidence that you see. Faith is something that God has put in you. When you got saved, He put that part of Him in you. So every man, every believer has a measure of faith. And what does that faith allow you to do? It allows you to believe in God. Because with God, all things are possible. With God, you can't do anything. So faith in God is something that keeps us moving forward, keeps us believing God for great things, gives us hope for the future.
Amen.
Amen.
To wrap it up, guys, the most important thing about faith as well is that for you to learn how to sleep in the storm, you need faith. Wait, I said that wrong.
Be still in the storm.
Yes, thank you. For you to have faith to sleep in the storm, you need to learn how to be still in the storm. So there's degrees to it. You're not going to have massive faith at first, you have to train it. So start with the little things, have faith in the little things, and watch what God can do for you in the big things.
And another thing is, like with faith, it doesn't mean there's not going to be hard times or challenges. Just because you believe in God or whatever doesn't mean life is just going to be hunky-dory. Like she was saying, you will have peace in the midst of the storm. You'll be still. Only through faith.
Be still in faith.
Wait, guys.